Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? How's everybody doing out there, man? Listen, so I did a video on GOTYE, I believe. Somebody I used to know. So then, of course, this popped up and it said, what happened to them? So I said, okay, well, let's just watch it, right? I just watched the music video, so I might as well watch this. It'll be cool. Maybe I could learn some more about the group. So here we are. Everybody sub up and hey man, let's just keep watching these videos, keep enjoying ourselves, stay safe out there, ladies and gentlemen, and I appreciate all the love and support.
Is sponsored by Raycon. Get 15% off your new earbuds today at buyraycon.com/middle8. Somebody that I used to know is the greatest one-hit wonder of the 2010s. 8 years ago, the single sat on the throne of the Billboard Hot 100 for 8 straight weeks, eventually reaching number 1 in 18 countries around the world. It became the first song to sell more than 5 million copies in the first half of a year, certifying the single platinum countless times over, and at least 12 major markets. 3 ARIA Awards, 2 Grammys, and 1 billion views and counting on YouTube. At the end of the decade, the track placed 8th on Billboard's Hot 100 Songs of the 2010s, and 2nd on Triple J's Hottest 100 of the decade. Somebody That I Used to Know remains GOTYE's biggest and most successful hit, managing to captivate the world with its global sounds, its anti-pop structure, and an enthralling emotional love story. But the Belgian-Australian artist has yet to follow up his 2011 release, leaving us to ask, what happened to GOTYE? This is how GOTYE crafted a song we all used to know.
That was dope.
The danger with having a massive hit is that the song has the chance to transcend your whole identity. From an outsider's perspective, it might have seemed as if GOTYE arrived out of nowhere, but by Somebody That I Used to Know's release, he had already received national acclaim for his previous 2 album releases. Wally DeBacker, better known as GOTYE, had a strong desire to make music from an early age. He learned to play the piano, then the drums, and it wasn't long before DeBacker was sampling old records and constructing tracks of his own. When DeBacker met Chris Schroeder in 2002, they formed the rock band The Basics, a group he's continued to tour and record alongside his solo project. DeBacker managed to finally put together a collection of tracks for his 2003 solo debut, Boredface.
Hey, listen, what's up? Listen.
A few short years later, GOTYE released Like Drawing Blood, featuring more acoustic instrumentation than his debut.
Yo, that actually doesn't sound bad. That sounds dope. That sounds dope. My boy seemed like he could actually make good music. I mean, I can't imagine, like, what happened, which that's why we're watching this, I know. But, like, just from hearing these little samples and songs that he had out before, used to know, like, it seems like he had enough talent. Like, he should have been able to, like, ride that wave to, like, some crazy level of success, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm glad we're watching this.
The excellent art pop record won Triple J's listener poll for Best Album of the Year, garnering him his first ARIA Award for Best Male Artist, and went on to win iTunes Album of the Year in the UK. His achievements allowed him to set up a permanent recording studio in a barn at his parents' farm, where he'd begin recording his 3rd album, Making Mirrors, featuring his signature hit. But what was it that made the track so special?
That song is fire.
Some of it had to do with the sounds GOTYE uses. Born in Belgium, raised in Australia, GOTYE tends to look abroad for musical ideas, a core reason for the song's global appeal, and why it might have done well on both alternative and contemporary stations. The track heavily samples Brazilian jazz musician Luiz Bonfa's Seville.
Bro, that shit is so smooth. Do you hear that? That shit is so smooth. It is. It's very catchy, man. It's extremely catchy. The beat.
Both alternative and contemporary stations. The track heavily samples Brazilian jazz musician Luiz Bonfa's Seville.
That's smooth right there.
Giving it a very Latin-inspired loop from just 2 repeated notes. The drums are another beast of their own, Primal in nature, they feature Afro-Cuban bongos and South American tango influences.
Oh, that's crazy. They even digging that deep into this.
The earwormy melody sounds like
sick.
it was composed on a xylophone or a glockenspiel. And sounds fairly reminiscent of the nursery rhymes from our childhoods.
Damn. That shit is catchy alone. Everybody from TikTok, welcome. I'm doing a YouTube video. Everybody from YouTube, hit me up on TikTok. NJCHEESE for both, so we can bond, man. We can cross-platform this, you know what I'm saying? Everybody from TikTok, I'm doing a reaction video. And we just, you know, doing what we do best, man. Doing videos, just having a good time. I got a drink, you know what I mean? I had a long day at work. So, hey, man, you know, it's time to chill. Hey.
Lullabies we've heard our entire lives, subconsciously soothing or calming us and making this track instantly recognizable. But it also does something peculiar when it comes to song structure.
Hey,
Typical top 40 song structure aims to get the song's chorus to your ears as quickly as possible, occasionally beginning with the hook right out of the gate. Instead, GOTYE gives us 2 full verses before finally reaching the refrain. By doing this, the song forces us to wait while it builds towards its climactic payoff, and we're willingly tolerant, since we've already been losing ourselves in its Latin sounds and nursery rhyme melody. But like nursery rhymes, we wouldn't be as captivated if it weren't for the single's story. That back and forth ping-pong pattern of Luis Bonfa's sample left a backer thinking about the back and forth within relationships. Incorporating elements of fiction and real-life experience, the song became his forum for reflecting on the aftermath of a past breakup.
No.
Wow, that's crazy that, you know, you don't even think sometimes that, right, that these artists think about how detailed the music is. Some people you expect it, like let's say J. Cole, Kendrick, you know what I mean? Certain people you think, like, you know, like, okay, this song was really thought out. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of this music, you think like they just hear the beat and they just write something down, like, okay, well, yeah, I did have a breakup, so but to make a song to directly go right against or with the beat is
His forum for
the beat
reflecting on the
inspired
aftermath
the
of a
song,
past
really.
breakup.
Now and then I think of when we were together.
His partner seemed happy, and he told himself that he should be too. But inside, he's unsure of something, not feeling a sort of warmth he's craving.
Told myself that you were right for me, but felt so lonely in your company.
Rather than leaving, he grows comfortable to this misery. Eventually, the two have a falling out, opting for a chance at friendship. And at first, he's kind of relieved it's over, but his tone changes when she decides to cut him off completely.
And I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and that feels so rough.
He couldn't stand to be with her, but ironically doesn't want
Baby
to
girl,
lose
what
her
up?
entirely either. He feels she was taken away from him unfairly, and
Definitely,
slowly
everybody
convinces
make sure you smack
himself
that
that he
follow
doesn't
button.
need her or her methods.
Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Time passes, the two grow distant, and have become strangers once again. We've all been there. We all have that somebody that we used to know. Strangers who became friends, friends who became lovers, and lovers who turned back into strangers. The
This
song
video is
touches
lit.
on such
I
a
like this.
universal emotion. But there's also a twist. GOTYE
This
had
is
gotten
fire.
this far in writing the track, but
Yo, the best part about this song, I'm watching the video about a one-hit wonder and how he was able to like make the song, and I'm assuming we're gonna see the fall at some point. But the song is about like breakups, but it's cool because it's like mad relatable. Like he was like, look, we can still be friends. You know what I mean? She was okay with being friends, so he was like, all right, I'm good. Friendship supposed to happen, and then she went MIA on him. I don't know why. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. People do it, but I don't know why women just don't say the truth sometimes and be like, look, the relationship didn't work. I don't want to be your friend, and let that be it. I guess y'all try to preserve our feelings, and you know, y'all don't want to hurt our feelings, so you just say, oh yeah, we can be friends, and then cut us off. But either way, it's the same pain. You know what I'm saying? It's the same pain.
felt it was missing something. That's when the idea to introduce another perspective emerged. He wanted the song to be a duet, but structured like a dialogue, offering the somebody he used to know a chance to counter his argument. It was just a matter of who would be the right female vocalist to complete the tune. Finding someone he thought would bring the track to life became a heartbreaking process in itself. He had a high-profile Australian artist cancel on him at the last minute. He had his girlfriend Tash Parker make an attempt, but they felt her vocals didn't work for the tune. GOTYE had almost convinced himself that the song wasn't meant to be, until he finally lucked out with Kimbra 6 months later. The New Zealander struck the right balance between the fragile and direct emotion needed for the track.
Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over.
Her voice contradicts the narrative laid out by GOTYE up to that point, making him appear as an unreliable narrator.
But in me believing it was always something that I'd done.
His inner turmoil during their relationship affected her more than we were led to believe. Their breakup left her realizing she didn't need that sort of treatment either. She concludes her rebuttal by throwing his own words back at him.
Said that you could let it go and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know.
Leading us to believe that this isn't the first time he's been hung up on someone he used to love. Maybe his refusal to move on from a past relationship ruined this new one. Either way, they've both come to the end of their time together and are just wrestling with their unresolved feelings. Neither side is really in the wrong. And that conversational aspect is my favorite part, because everyone picks a side and hears the track in their own way. It becomes our song because we develop such a deep and direct connection with it. That's the beauty of art. With the track complete, GOTYE released the single in the summer of 2011, with the iconic music video following shortly after. Countless remixes and remakes surfaced, along with a number of televised performances, aiding in the single's meteoric rise. The song took on a life of its own, taking GOTYE along with it. So what happened to GOTYE?
What happened?
Why hasn't he capitalized on his
This is
success?
why we're here.
The single and his album Making Mirrors saw him tour the world. And when things finally quieted down, DeBacker said that there would be no new GOTYE music, but that the project may continue in the future. Additionally, money has never been a driving motivator for the artist. He isn't even interested in selling his music. When the track found itself in some legal troubles due to Luis Bonfa's sample, GOTYE refused to waste his time going to court and settled on losing 50% of the track's royalties. He doesn't monetize his YouTube channel, and he refuses to sell his music for commercials, but encourages artists to use the song free of charge for remixes and independent film soundtracks. When he won ARIA's Australian Artist of the Decade in early 2020, he announced that a follow-up album would be released in the next decade. Probably. Performing as an occasional vocal feature, DeBacker largely remains the active drummer and singer of his band, The Basics. Somebody that I used to know was the perfect hit for a transitional moment in pop. GOTYE took the world by storm with his fresh sound, unique song structure, and relatable narrative, crafting a song we all used to know, and one we won't soon forget.
Wow, that's crazy. He don't even...
GOTYE's song isn't the only thing we used to know. Remember wired headphones? If you're still using these relics, now's the time to cut them off and make out like they never happened.
Yo, that's crazy. My boy said he didn't even care about the money. BRB, okay. He didn't even care about the money. He wasn't in it for it to the point where he knew he probably could have... He would have been, you never know, he might have been a legend in music. If he would have really like took it more serious. That's crazy. How some people could do something so amazing and then say, you know what? Nah, I ain't really trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? If I get a YouTube video that blows up and gets 10 million views, you know what I'm saying? At that point, like, I can't drop the ball. The person I am, I can't just be like, oh, it's too much. I'm not doing, you know what I mean? Like, jeez, that's crazy. Oh, man, I love this video. This shit was actually, it was dope. I definitely got to watch more of their videos. We do. So everybody like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get 20K. I'm trying to get 20K by January 1st. That's the goal, okay? So thanks for all love and support. I'm out. NJCHEESE on Instagram and TikTok. Peace. Cheese.